Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and keep this video. I like her. Let's go start now. Warriors fans realize why Stephen Curry was crying after Steve Kerr's decision backfires. There were reports after Game 1 suggesting that Stephen Curry cried after injuring his hamstring. But everyone had only one question in mind. Why? Why would someone as mentally resilient as Curry cry after an injury? Even if it's his first hamstring injury, it's not like he hasn't been injured before. But after tonight's game, it became abundantly clear to the Dub Nation why Steph's injury brought him to tears as Steve Kerr's gambit horrendously backfired. The Golden State Warriors went down 2-1 in their second-round playoff series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've now lost back-to-back games in this series after winning the first game. And with Curry out, things just don't look good for them. This showed in Steph's body language tonight at the Chase Center. With his team trailing in the fourth quarter, Curry took a seat in the front row as the cameras focused on him, but he didn't turn his gaze to the camera. Instead, the baby-faced assassin hung his head low, looking down at the ground rather than watching his team lose. Perhaps Steph knows that the Dubs had a chance in this series, but Steve Kerr's game plan tonight, that killed any hopes of the Warriors winning this game. Tonight, his men did something that hasn't happened in the NBA in 18 years. The Dubs only shot one three-pointer in the first quarter tonight, and they didn't make a single three-pointer in the first half of the game. Contrast that to Steph Curry's usual antics when he drains threes like he's playing pickup basketball at the Y. His inability to help his team must have hurt Curry to no end, especially given the fact that only 5 points separated the Dubs and the T-Wolves at the final whistle. And it wasn't just Steph who seemed to realize this. The Dub Nation cry out online after seeing their best player look helpless and dejected. Here are some of the reactions from X that best encapsulate the feelings of both Steph Curry and his fans. Dub Nation sympathizes with Stephen Curry after heartbreaking reaction to Game 3 loss. One fan understood the situation. They knew why Steph cried in the locker room as they lamented the devastating loss. There's a reason why he was crying when he got hurt. He's running out of chances with age. But if we ever gonna get a chance like this, where it's wide open, and he would be the best player in any series he played. Just devastating. They wrote on X. You can see what this fan is getting at, right? Stephen Curry is 37 right now, and he just suffered the first hamstring injury of his NBA career. The time for a title push is truly running out. But this year could have been it for the Dubs with the Western Conference wide open. Next year, teams will be better, stronger, and more prepared. And making a push for the title will be that much harder. Another fan lamented Steph's absence tonight. Steph woulda closed this out with ease tonight. It's gotta be so sick for him or Manon, they wrote. And it is interesting to think what could have been if Steph didn't injure himself in the first game. He had 13 points in 13 minutes in Game 1. Given how close the subsequent games have been, someone as lethal from beyond the arc as Curry could have been a difference maker. After all, we've all heard greats like LeBron James constantly say how no lead is safe with Steph on the court. But not everyone was sad for Steph or empathetic. Instead, some members of the community were irate with Draymond Green and others. Draymond has lost it, wrote an X-user. Another added, Draymond is a clown sometimes, man. Don't get me started on pods. And if you watched the game tonight, you know exactly what they're mad about. Draymond Green fouled out with 4 minutes left on the clock in tonight's game. What's worse is that things weren't much better when he was on the court. Green had more turnovers, 5, than points, 2, and rebounds, 2, combined. Brandon Podziemski also had a stinker in Game 3. He grabbed 5 points in 39 minutes played tonight off 1-10 shooting. He simply disappeared tonight at a time when the Dubs needed him the most. All in all, the last 2 games have been an absolute train wreck for the Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr and his men have somehow managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. So it's no wonder Steph cried in the locker room. If the same issues pop up in Game 4, we think the Dub Nation may join him.